Hello there, your old pal Stevie Coyle here at Mighty Fine Guitars in Lafayette, California with a Friday noontime webcast. And a 1971 Gibson Hummingbird. Square shoulder dreadnought. Narrow fingerboard, 1 11/16. Wait a minute, let me see who's here. Hello. Those of you just joining us, make sure that things are going out. Usual check, looks like it. Excellent. Let's do that and that. And come on in, everybody. It's the Friday noontime webcast. And let's see, have we got anybody in the room yet? Oh my gosh. How tacky. Mini Pearl day around here. There we go. All right. Wow. And you know, this isn't even really a finger-picking guitar. This is kind of, well, of course it is. But a lot of people, I think, would strum it. So I will too. It's got that real evenness that Gibsons are rightly famous for. It's big in every dimension. It's not real bass heavy like a lot of Martin dreadnoughts tend to be really, really bassy. This one's good and bassy, but the mid-range and treble are right up there with it. It's got that real kind of even sound that records beautifully. This is a 1971 Hummingbird. Let me check. Oh, there's somebody there. Somebody say hello if you would, please. I saw some thumbs up and hearts go by. But this has turned into the tricky part of these webcasts, is seeing who all is here. So if you wouldn't mind, make a little comment there. I think we're live, but I'm certainly not sure. I'll keep playing just in case somebody's there and you can hear the thing. It's a delight. What a delightful guitar. Especially delightful considering that the 1970s were not Gibson's finest hour, or Martin's either for that matter. Kind of Gibson, Martin, and Guild back then. You had your choices. Gibson and Martin were both facing the consequences of the folk and folk rock boom, in which everybody had to have a dreadnought guitar, a big ass, a BAG, a big ass guitar. So they built a lot of them, and quality control kind of slipped a bit. Hang on a sec, kids. I'm going to check and make sure things are going out here. There's that. Well, looks like one person is in here. There you go. I'll play for you, because I see one little eyeball. There's two. Come on in, folks. Come on in. It's random weirdness. Oh, did I say weird? I'm not supposed to say that anymore. like hell. Here is 1971 Gibson Hummingbird. I keep wanting to say a J because it's a jumbo, but it's called a Hummingbird because of that. There was a Dove as well. This one is mahogany back and sides, spruce top. It's in great shape for 1971, which is, what is that, like 10, 15 years ago? 1971 is, oh dear. This is not an ancient guitar, not a venerable guitar, but it's an old guitar. And it's in great shape, and it's been completely refurbished by that guy that I'm totally wild about. This fella up in Northern California, well, slightly Northern California, North Bay area. Formerly of Petaluma and Sebastopol, now in Santa Rosa. A gentleman named Matt Kerslake. Capital K, small e, small r, small s, L-A-K-E. Takes these old guitars that need a lot of help, and he gives them a lot of help. This guitar plays great. This does not feel like, if somebody handed me this guitar and said, this is a 50-year-old Gibson Hummingbird, I'd say, nah. Unless it had a complete neck reset and a complete refret, which it has had. I hope it comes through this little old microphone, which is pretty good considering, you know, where it's going and all of the transistors it's running through the signal. I hope this microphone is picking up the evenness that is kind of the hallmark of Gibson guitars. I've been in studios before where at the time would have brought in my Martin guitar or my Thompson or any of the other guitars that I would have to play a rhythm guitar part for. Had a Collings for a while. And they'd say, you sure you don't want to play that Gibson over there in the corner? Because we know that one records really, really well. And sometimes, most frequently, I would demur and defer. What I consider the classic Gibson sort of sound, compressed. You can hit it hard, and it gets louder to a point, but it's not the bass that gets louder like it is on a Martin. It's the mid-range that gets louder. The beginning of Pinball Wizard, you know, that business, that's the sound of a big-bodied Gibson recorded with a microphone. Yeah, see there? I can hear it. I wish you could hear it there. It's not as big and loud and boomy as my ear expects, but the mid-range is popping right off the top of this thing. Do the whole album. Well, let me see if there are any comments or questions. Nothing so far, I don't think. For whatever reason, my little Facebook page says, you're all caught up. I have no idea what that means. Let's go back here. Well, looks like there are 7 people in here. And a few comments. Hi, Jill Knight. Jill Knight is the only one that's kind of showing up. I may need to redo this whole thing later, but for now I'll just play a little bit more. This guitar, the asking on this guitar is $39.95, a 1971 Gibson Hummingbird, completely redone, neck reset and refret, all the stuff you'd want to have done to it. It's good for another 50 years. And like I said in my little previous post on Facebook, touting this guitar and this little webcast, the 1970s were not the finest hour for lots of guitar makers, including Gibson, which is always, let's face it, has always been spotty on quality control. This is one of the good ones. I'm real careful about 70s era Gibsons and Martins that come into the shop. I have to be that guy on Antiques Roadshow sometimes that says, you know what, take it home and enjoy it with your family. But it's not what you think it is. So in this case, I got to be that other guy on Antiques Roadshow that says, do you have any idea what you've got here? It's wonderful. And some people say that's gaudy. Some people, not me, growing up in the 60s and 70s, this is what I wanted. I wanted gaudy. I wanted this lovely, extreme, I'm over here playing guitar look. Almost makes me want to buy a recording studio just so I could hear this played through a great console, some great mics. It's a studio guitar. Gibson, 1971, Hummingbird. Come and get it. $3,995 is the asking. Mighty Fine Guitars, Lafayette, California, mightyfineguitars.com. Do feel free to share this little video. Hit that little share button and share with your friends and family, people you think might be interested in a guitar like this or like any of the 60-odd other guitars that are in here. They're all moderately fabulous. Like I say, I get to be picky, and I only take the ones that are at least moderately fabulous. So tune in to mightyfineguitars.com. Let's see, news. The Quitters, myself and Glenn Pomyanik, are playing in Pistol River, Oregon, tomorrow night. I know, long drive. And then a gig. And then a slightly long drive, and then a gig the next day in Clear Lake at Lakeport at the Oddfellows Hall. All those details are available at quittersduo.com. What else do I need to tell you? Oh, that the shop will be closed tomorrow. So please, don't be disappointed by coming by the shop live tomorrow August 10th, because the shop is going to be closed, because I'm going to be on my way to Oregon to play a couple of gigs there in Oregon and in Clear Lake, California. So your old pal Stevie Coyle here, signing off. If you have any comments or questions, stack them up down below. I'll get to them pronto, and look forward to seeing you next week with God knows what else will walk in the door. Just never know. Till then, folks, ta-ta. It's a boy